John Carpenter's The Thing has always felt like more than just a horror movie to me. It's one of those films that crawls into your head and stays there, quiet but persistent. Every time I rewatch it, I feel that same creeping dread, not from the monster itself, but from its cold atmosphere and everything around it. The wind, the silence, and the faces of the men realizing they're stuck in a nightmare with no escape. To me, this is the creepiest and scariest kind of horror. It's the fear of the unknown mixed with cosmic Lovecraftian themes that turn this monster and movie into something extremely terrifying.
12 men have just discovered something. For 100,000 years, it was buried in the snow and ice. Now it has found a place to live. Inside.
I first saw it on a tape that had probably been copied 3 or 4 times. The tracking was off, the colors a little washed out, but that somehow made it better and scarier. The static and the faint hum of the VCR made it feel right for a movie like this. You could even say that The Thing doesn't belong in high definition. It belongs in that old flickering frame where the snow feels grainy and the darkness feels endless. Watching it like that made it seem colder, emptier, and more real.
Monumental discovery. An alien creature had frozen, but not to death.
There's this strange rhythm to the film, slow, methodical, almost like it's testing your patience on purpose. Carpenter doesn't rush a single thing. He lets you feel the quiet before the storm. The real tension doesn't come from the loud music or sudden scares. It comes from a look across the room, a pause before someone speaks, or a shadow that stays too long on a face. The monster is terrifying, but it's the paranoia that really kills you. You never know who has been taken over by it, nor can you really be sure what it looks like.
We're gonna draw a little bit of everybody's blood. 'Cause we're gonna find out who's the thing. Get away from me! Retreating!
The Thing can copy and mimic everyone, including their memories. It's extremely intelligent and fighting it is almost impossible, unless you are Kurt Russell, who just finished filming Escape from New York and is ready to burn some alien ass.
I don't give a fuck about your war. Or your president.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
That hopelessness and lack of knowledge is what makes the movie so timeless. It's not just about a shape-shifting alien, it's about trust and what happens when that bond breaks. These men are trapped together, relying on each other to survive, and suddenly none of that means anything. You can see it in their eyes. They start to break down not because of the violence, but because they can't tell who's still human.
For your health.
Come on, let's rush him. He's not gonna blow us all up.
This is bullshit, Mac.
Finish it, Palmer.
They're dead, Mac.
That idea is scarier than any special effect could ever be. They are in a state of constant chaos, things going wrong while being cut off from the rest of the world, not able to call for help. And even if they did manage to get help, what then? The Thing could still easily kill all of them. And yet, the effects are incredible. The transformations are sickening and horrifying at the same time. You can see the pain in them and this weird strangeness. Something just feels off and it only enhances the atmosphere and tone of the movie. There's nothing clean or digital about it. It's all handmade, wires, glue, fake blood, and genius. Every time the creature reveals itself, it feels like the movie is reminding you that horror should feel uncomfortable. You're not supposed to look away because you're scared, you're supposed to look closer because it's fascinating. Kurt Russell's performance also grounds everything. He's not a superhero or savior, just a man who's had enough. McCready is calm in the chaos, but not because he's brave. He's calm because panic won't help. That's what makes him believable. He doesn't give speeches or moral lessons, he just lights a stick of dynamite and does what needs to be done. You believe every line he says because he looks like someone who's already accepted the worst and is ready to go down but take this creature of hell with him.
I mean it.
I guess you do.
Fuck you too!
The rest of the cast deserves credit too. Every face in that crew feels distinct. Men who've been stuck together for too long, worn down by isolation. You can feel their exhaustion in every word, the breakdown of community and of brotherhood. In a weird way, that's what makes it one of the most human horror movies ever made.
Anyone messes with me and the whole camp goes. I think if it had more time to finish, it would have looked and sounded and acted just like Denny's.
I don't know what you're saying.
There was one of those things out there, trying to imitate him, Gary.
The Antarctic setting does add a lot to the horror. It's vast and empty but suffocating at the same time. That endless snow feels like a trap and the constant wind never lets you forget how small they are. It's one of the loneliest movies ever made, all of that open space and nowhere to run. The atmosphere of this movie is just incredible and honestly one of the greatest I've ever seen. I mean, I'm not much of a horror fan, but I do like atmospheric mystery shows and movies. Stuff like Twin Peaks, X-Files, The Twilight Zone, etc. But what makes all of them so amazing and often scary aren't so much the monsters, but the atmosphere they build, and The Thing does that masterfully. It's wild to think how this movie bombed when it came out, but time has a way of correcting things. The movie found its audience, the late night crowd, the horror purists, and the people who like their films dark and quiet. It became a cult classic and easily one of the most terrifying horror movies ever made.